I'll turn it inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, 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 there's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah, 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now.
I'm Aarron Deliu, an airshow pilot training with the US Army Golden Knights. A lot of mutual respect. I idolize the Golden Knights. Watching them jump, their professionalism, what they do under parachute is very similar to what I am able to do in this in terms of the perfection, the precision. And I love their ethos. The US Army Golden Knights really set a standard in the airshow industry and inspire thousands. And we're now here training it, developing some amazing stuff to promote the US Army and also to inspire the next generation to get into aviation.
I'm Sergeant First Class Justin Brenner with the United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights. You know, when people ask, don't you get afraid or scared whenever you jump out of an airplane? And it's like, well, I understand that, because jumping out of an airplane is not a natural thing to do. Just like being in the sky in free fall or under a parachute or in a wingsuit, having an airplane that close to you isn't a natural thing to do, but we always maintain a safety margin. Yeah, Aarron Deliu. Oh man, what a character. So Aarron Deliu, he's an Australian aerobatic pilot. He flies a lot of different airplanes. But more recently, he's flying the Edge 540, the Extra 330. Just an incredible guy. He's got a huge personality, but when it's time to go, he locks in. And when we're flying with Aarron, there's never a time where I'm like, oh, not good, you know what I mean? So he's just incredibly talented. He's been in aviation since his early teens. He's been involved in the airshow circuit since he was 18 years old. So he's got a lot of experience. I don't want to say his age now because he'll probably blush a little bit, but he's been around in the aviation world for a long time, and he loves what he does. He's super charismatic. Kind of like us, whenever we land, we like to go out to the crowd and talk to people. Well, he kind of does the same thing often. If you ever see him at an air show, right after his act, he'll try to pull up to show center and then hop out of his plane and just go into the crowd and start hanging out with people, talking to them and inspiring them. So we're kind of the same in that way.
Yeah, so like when I say it's similar, a parachute and an airplane, you're going to say, no, they're not. They are very similar in the terms of they're both flying machines. I guess one is a flying material and one is a flying machine. But the skill and precision and focus that you need to be able to maneuver a parachute. I do skydive, and so I understand the level of effort and skill to do what the Golden Knights do. They're flying in close proximity, linking up, doing crew, dropping flags, factoring in wind, crowd line, and then every time they land smack bang dead in the center of their target. I mean, that's precision. How I am with my flying, it's all competition, airshow precision. I hit my points every time. I'm right in the spot that I want to be. And yeah, when it comes down to touchdown too, I hit the numbers right where I want.
Yeah, when we first started discussing the idea of him coming out to Warrenburg and training some maneuvers for airshow purposes, we had a lot of ideas, and we had some that we thought probably wouldn't be compatible. Like flying the wingsuits in his airplane relative, for an extended period of time. We kind of thought that wouldn't be something that would be possible, just given you know, the flight characteristics of his airplane versus the flight characteristics of our wingsuits, they just don't match up. So we came up with other ideas that, you know, we could still have wingsuits in the air with him and still put on, you know, something pretty exciting for people to see. But also having him fly around parachutes and having parachutes flying around him, doing different maneuvers where timing is crucial. And those are some of the things that we hope to bring to the air show this coming year.
What I like what we're doing, we're combining civilian with military. And I think that is such a great collaboration crossover to show that, you know, we can work in unison, that the skill set that the civilian world brings connects with the military world. And whichever like track you want to go down, they're both epic. The crowd, I think they're going to be mind blowing. I'll be honest, as we're doing it, I was mind blown. In the maneuvers, I'm just like, this is working. You know, like we put so many safety margins and we took little steps. And then we got to the finale and we're like, yeah, this works. It's amazing. We're now in the consolidation stage. We're repeating, and then also finding out where it can go wrong. And then we're covering situations and coming up with scenarios and escape procedures to ensure the safety of me, the parachutists, and most importantly, the crowd.
Well, you know, I'll say optics work to your advantage. You know, angles work to your advantage. Everything that we do, we always make sure that there's a safety margin there. There's always an out. We always have a form of communication between the parachutist, the free fallers in the sky, and Aarron as he's, you know, working his proximity to us. We know how we fall, we know our parachutes very well, as Aarron knows his aircraft and his capabilities very well. So when we're sitting down with each other and we're discussing the potential for different maneuvers for us to do with each other, there's a lot of collaboration back and forth, talking about possibilities based on capabilities of not only us as individuals, but also our equipment. And it's really not until you get in the air that you can kind of, you know, figure it out. I mean, we have things like flight sight data, you know, he knows all the characteristics and flight capabilities of his aircraft, but trying to mirror and marry those things up to be a joint maneuver, you know, is a little bit more difficult. So you have to get out there and do it. But the end goal is to really be able to bring new and exciting things to air shows and hopefully, you know, inspire the next generation of aviation enthusiasts or skydivers. And, you know, hopefully they look at that and they say, I want to do that one day. And then they join the Army and I could be on the ground and shaking hands with or packing parachutes with the next generation of Golden Knight or the next generation of aerobatic pilot. You know, that's kind of what it's about.
I was surprised with how accurate and precise the US Army Golden Knights were. When we ideated, it was like, okay, hey, this is the spacing, we're gonna do this and that. And we've been able to bring it so much closer just because of the skill set of these guys undershoot. These guys and girls can fly. I'm able to put my plane exactly where I want to put it, but they're equally so able to bring it even closer than I could even imagine. As the rain comes in, I get a free plane wash right now. It's nice.
One that like just took a lot of precision on, really mostly on Aarron, honestly, because, you know, my job in this was to just get there, fly a predictable pattern and just get there, maintain a constant rate. I exited the aircraft. Prior to me exiting, we had 3 other jumpers exit to build a crew formation. They built a can-T, and they had a 1,200 square foot drop flag on the bottom. So we wait for them to build, we give them some separation, we maneuver the aircraft around, and then the wingsuit exits. Aarron is on the tail of our aircraft the whole time, just waiting for me to jump. So the wingsuit exits, locks in on the crew formation, and we're just going. We're driving toward that formation, and while we're driving toward that formation, Aarron is, you know, corkscrewing or barrel rolling around the wingsuiter. And as we got closer to that formation, he just kind of went out really wide and then came in, and then we both split the formation at the exact same time and then peeled off from each other. So I was pretty impressed by that. I didn't think we were gonna be able to get the timing spot on the first try, but dude, he was on it. Super impressive. Another thing that's not natural is to kind of see an airplane coming right at you at almost head height. He's a little bit higher than that for sure, but you know, when you're standing there and you just see this aerobatic airplane flying right at you and he's got smoke coming off of him, I don't know, it's only natural to duck, you know? Which he still makes fun of me for. He's like, I got you to duck. You know, he pulled up and it was great, but it was a really cool shot. I didn't duck the second time though. Couldn't let him get me twice.
Look, I just came from a show, so I was just full action-packed air show, and then coming here, I was just thinking about this all weekend. The energy here, the team here is just so revved up, and Marcus and Justin are amazing team leaders. Sitting down with them, briefing and ideating what we've come up with, just too cool. I can't wait to show it. I can't wait to display it. And we're still discussing which show gets it first. I don't know. Do you know?
If you're watching this, go check out our Instagram at Army Golden Knights. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, and we hope to see you at an air show or a football game, baseball game, wherever we may be.